Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing the Rimmel Match Perfection, what do you call this stuff? Foundation. In the in the shade Classic Ivory 101. I have been using this foundation for a couple of weeks. For those of you who have watched a few of my videos or followed me on Twitter or generally were willing to listen to me talk, you know what, I've been using the Wake Me Up foundation quite a lot, but I thought I would give this a go because it was on for 2 for £10 for Rimmel products in Superdrug. Don't know if it still is. If it is, I'll leave a link below to the website. And yeah, I just thought I would show you how it applies and the difference in obviously the coverage and all that jazz. So sorry, I got my hair cut yesterday and they did like a curly blow dry, but it's all going all funny because of the weather and stuff. Ugh. Oh, and I got a new camera, so I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the quality difference. If you do, let me know in the comments. I'm not convinced. But yeah, so this is me without makeup. Few little, what do you call them things? Face demons, as Graveyard Girl calls them. A few little kind of breakouts and blemishes and stuff to cover, so we shall see. That's the brush away down the back of the radiator. We shall see how it covers those things. So if you want to see that, keep watching. So I managed to rescue my brush, so I'm going to get cracking. I will only do the foundation on this video because I'm going to film a video after it with some other stuff on it. Might show you what it looks like with a wee bit of powder, but we shall see. So I need a better filming setup. So I generally take about one pump to start off with, or one and a bit to start off with. The difference, this is going to end up being a comparison between Wake Me Up and this. Both of them say that they are light perfecting radiance foundation. Rimmel Wake Me Up is supposed to wake you up, obviously, hence the name. This one is supposed to match to your actual skin tone. You know, like the L'Oreal True Match and the Maybelline Fit Me and all that jazz. Like I said, I got it in the shade Ivory 101. I'm just going to use my Nude palette as a mirror. I generally just dip my brush into it and then kind of stipple it on my face a wee bit first of all. I think I'm actually getting a wee bit of colour in my face. Oh, I forgot to mention this is SPF 18, so that's kind of one of the reasons that I picked it up, because I think Wake Me Up is, what is it, 15 maybe, and I don't know, maybe the 3% makes a difference. But as you can see, I'm very freckly at the minute, even on my eyelids, so it kind of gives me a wee bit more colour than normal because they're kind of joining up. And obviously if I get a bit of sun on my face, my redness goes up even more, so that's great. But for now I'm actually just going to shut up and put on the foundation. There is a really bright reflection coming off the car that's out there, which is really off-putting because I think it's in the line of me, and there's you can probably see the camera reflected in my face. Oh, that's so annoying. Let me see if I can move a wee bit. There we go. I hope that's better. I'm really sorry about that. Might have to cut a bit of that out, but hey ho. So that is one layer kind of done. As you can see, it's quite a decent match for my neck. My face tends to be a wee bit darker than my neck anyway, so what I generally do is if I have any left in the back of my hand, I'll take a bit more and then I'll go over my cheeks a bit with it, because that's where I get most of my redness, and kind of around my nose as well. Just sometimes I don't really, well, basically sometimes I can't be bothered using a concealer. So, you know, like if my skin's not bad, if I don't have any blemishes or anything, or any spots or breakouts, then I don't always like to use a concealer. So I won't use a concealer specifically for redness or anything, unless I'm going out, or, well, sometimes if I'm filming or if I can be bothered. So just for handiness and quickness, I just like to dab a wee bit more onto the cheeks and nose. That was a very long-winded explanation, wasn't it? But then, if you are subscribed, and if you have watched my videos, you'll come to expect that. So, yeah, just obviously buff it in like I do with all my foundations. That sounds so bad. Any foundation. And that's me, really, with the foundation. As you can see, it has mostly covered up the redness. The feel of it once you've applied it's still slightly tacky, so but it does set. The finish of it, I'm not sure if you can see with the light coming in, but I always feel a wee bit highlighted even when it does set, and whenever I do dust my T-zone, stop flinging this brush around, when I do dust my T-zone with powder and everything, I still feel like the cheeks have that bit of luminosity. Normally I would use the 17 Skin Mile 3-in-1 highlighter, but I can't be bothered at the minute with, and I don't want to be putting even more makeup on my skin, so this really does have that luminous effect. I'll just give you a wee bit, come in a wee bit closer and see if you can see. I do have some breakouts in my forehead and some down here, and it has covered them, not like full coverage, cakey or anything, but it has covered them. You can still see my freckles coming through, which I used to hate, but I really don't mind anymore. It's part of me, isn't it? So there's no point in putting a mask on my face. And it doesn't feel really heavy or really thick. I would say it's probably light medium coverage, but it definitely is buildable because you see me adding a bit more on my cheek. In comparison to the Wake Me Up foundation, it doesn't have as many kind of sparkly particles. Sometimes whenever you're out in the sun with Wake Me Up, it can, your face can actually look glittery, or you can see the sparkles. With that, it's more of a sheen, so it must be finer, whatever's in it, because it definitely isn't as glittery. Now, I am not straying from Wake Me Up because I love it, but I think I have found my new Day to Day foundation. I haven't tried it with Flash, so I don't know what the flashback's like on that, so I can't comment, but for a day-to-day foundation, it is really good. Not heavy, not cakey, decent coverage, not expensive, really affordable, and a good SPF in it. So yeah, I think that's all I need to say in that. I'm just going to show you a bit of powder in my T-zone. 1 minute. So as per, I'm taking my Real Techniques blush brush and my Rimmel Stay Matte, and I'm just dusting a wee bit on my T-zone and my nose. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, the most important bit of a review, or one of the most important bits, normally I put it over my eyes as well, just so that my eyes aren't, sorry Laura. Yes, of course, in typical Laura style it's rambly, but wearing wise, I normally put it on about 7:30 in the morning to go to work, and in this weather I'm sweltered walking, you know, getting the bus, getting off, walking to work from the bus stop and so whatever. I feel that it goes, because my nose gets quite oily and I do feel that it breaks down in my nose first of all, like all foundations do in me. It breaks down. I would say I top it up with concealer, so I would say I do that around 1 o'clock. Top it up with a wee bit of concealer and a bit of powder, and then that's usually me good until I get home. And I get home around probably 5:30, 6 o'clock, depending on what time I'm working to, of course. But yeah, if I'm around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So yeah, I think that's pretty decent for the price of the foundation. The rest of it sits well. I think if you have a dry skin or a normal skin, it would sit really well on you, but because my nose gets really, really oily, that's where it breaks down. So if you have an oily skin, just make sure that you set it with powder. Yeah, so that's everything. I hope that's been useful for you. If you have any questions, if I haven't in my rambly style covered anything, ask me in the comments below or tweet me at LozzieLovesLippy. And thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you, bye!